Hello everyone, welcome back. Red here. Today we're going to be continuing my World of Warcraft Legion beta series, and we will be covering Azsuna. Now, Azsuna is, like I said in previous videos, but I'll go over it again, really this is a heavily Night Elf influenced area, a lot of Night Elf ruins, a lot of Naga involvement, a lot. Good amount of Legion involvement as well. The Isle of the Watchers, which is where the Wardens and the Warden dungeon is also located here. The Eye of Ashara dungeon is located here. The entrance to it is, I should say. I would recommend, before we get into it, if you're picking a zone to start leveling in, and
Your Titan gods have abandoned you. Lay down your arms. There is no hope left.
Can I get you a little lore there? For starting out leveling, a lot of the profession quests send you to Azsuna. There's some that send you to the High Mountain, but most are going to send you here. So it's, I think it's a good pick to start here, so you can do those side by side as you level. But it's not a big deal. 1 second, I am going to adjust the sound here just a tad. Bear with me. Okay, that should be a little better for everyone. Like I said, heavily Naga and Night Elf influenced, but there's also the Legion and Demon Hunters here. Now, if you are a Demon Hunter, you will be very acquainted with a lot of these characters, such as Matron Mother Malevolence and others. But if you're not, you know, you'll get a lot of dose of them here. This is the first area you're sent when you start questing in Azsuna, and it is a battlefront between the Illidari Demon Hunters and the Legion. Now, this whole area is a Legion stronghold. We're going to take a quick tour in it. As you can see, this is the main front, and we will go a little deeper into the Legion stronghold itself. Now, as you see, they're all level 110. Remember, zones and mobs in Legion scale with you, at least only in Legion. They said they're going to look into doing it in Old World content, but just for now, in Legion. So as you can see, this is a, you know, your typical Legion stronghold. They are the Imp Mother models. We'll take a quick peek at this beautiful woman. As you can see, try to get out of here. Now, in this area, you will deal with some of the Warden lore as well, and some Demon Hunters. Not going to completely spoil it, but you do suffer some betrayal in this area. Now, and I won't show up since I've already done it, but in this area you will come across some blue dragons. Now, they're captured here by the Legion, and you save them, do some other quests, and it gives you a breadcrumb quest to go to a blue dragon stronghold, and let's start heading that way now. Going to try not to use my mouse all that much, since I know the mic does pick up the mouse clicking. Try to hold on to that. Since my this is the first Legion video I've done since a recent Q&A with the developers, they have said that that island to the south, Sal whatever, has been scrapped, but in favor of a cooler idea. Now, they didn't really go into detail of what that is. Some speculate we'll be going to Argus. I don't know that they would use that for just a zone. I would think they could make an entire expansion out of going to Argus, but it's possible. But we'll see. They've promised us something cooler and in its place, not scrapped content, so let's hope. Am I going the right way? Oops, no I am not. Sorry everyone. Start heading the correct way. I can talk a little more though. Still not sure what the mid-raid tier would be. I still think it would be Naga or and or Old God related, unless it pans out that we are going to Argus for the final raid patch, which would mean the Tomb of Sargeras would be the mid-tier raid. But I don't know. I think it would be nice to kind of break up the whole Legion deal. Make sure we're still going the right way. Yeah. But that's just me. Some people can deal with it, but I mean, looking at it, Hellfire was Legion. You know, it kind of would be nice to have just a little sprinkle of something different in there. Now, if you'll know, the zone, really beautiful. The artwork in Legion has been exceptional as always. As you can see, one of the new models, a equine sunrunner, basically a unicorn, in my opinion, but you know. And here we are approaching the Blue Dragon Sanctum. Now this is where you're going to get a lot of Dragonflight lore, including the fact that the Dragonflights can no longer produce eggs, which is why this guy, at first he's laid up here, sick, but is adamant in protecting all the whelps and younger dragons because they are the last of the Dragonflight. There will be no more after them unless something can be done. So, you're going to be introduced more into the withered / wretched Nightborn here, but kind of take a quick peek here. You will come into this cave a couple times for different quests. Not much going to show up now except these layworms, but early on when you're here you'll see a convoy of whelps flying in and out with mana crystals to help dump in the pool to keep that older blue dragon. The name escapes me, we'll see it here in a second. Synagos, healthy and replenished with mana. Now the reason typically the pool would be enough to sustain him is because something is happening with delay lines, and we will go take a look at that. Now, like I said in an earlier video, the egg issue doesn't seem to be affecting the Stormwing Drakes in Stormheim from what I could tell. And I don't think it affects the Proto-Dragons. Proto-Drakes are Stone Drakes. So perhaps this is just a issue with the Dragonflights because of what happened at the end of Cataclysm when they used all of their energy and expanded their power to defeat Deathwing. If that's the case, the Black Dragonflight should still be able to lay eggs because... Well, no, because... See, I'm not... here we are, I'm confused. I've confused myself. New, I know. But, it didn't seem to be an issue until Cataclysm. So the killing of an aspect didn't seem to affect it when Malagos was defeated and killed. However, his power was passed on to Caligos. I don't think there was any way to pass on Deathwing's power to, I guess it would be Wrathion, or another Black Drake. So maybe that has something to do with why the Dragonflights can no longer produce eggs, but
specters here continue to concoct a wine so foul it serves only to poison the drink.
Again, another
Azsuna would be better served with them gone.
as you can see, world quest. Now in here you'll kind of deal with what's wrong with the ley line, what's going on, and then you'll do some quests here and you'll be introduced to a wizard who is willing to help you. Not too much to show back there. Get to a cooler area. Then you're going to go this way to find out what's wrong with the ley line, and you're going to run into a withered army ruled by a withered aristocrat, prince, whatever you want to call it. There's Valshara over there. I didn't have a video of that. It messed up. I'm going to be redoing that as soon as possible. I apologize in advance. Though it will give me, it was one of my first videos actually, so it will give me time to redo it, and some improvements I've learned as I've been doing these videos. And as you can see here, this area is completely messed up. The ley line has pretty much blown its top. And now you are fighting withered fanatics and a night-falling constructs controlled by the aristocrat prince. His name is again escapes me. But you're going to thwart his efforts, try to stop him from redirecting the ley line to him. He's using it as a source for his addiction. And in doing this, he notices the blue dragonflight's helping you and decides, hey, I'll just take their mana. And he leads a withered army along with a massive Nightborn construct to lay siege to Azure Wing Repose. Pretty cool battle ensues. You know, you kill him, of course, and kind of draw to a close, excuse me, that whole chapter. Kind of get more of a look here. But it's a really cool area. As you can see, some less withered, you know, they're going through withdrawals, but they haven't succumbed to them yet. Now, another area in Major Questline is the Narthalis Academy. Now, basically, they're spirits of night elves trapped there, been trapped there since the end of the War of the Ancients, because of what their prince did. And he ended up causing an explosion that trapped their, I believe, don't quote me on it, I believe that's what happened, it trapped them there. Now, that's also where one of the pillars of creation is stored at that academy. And the Naga are trying to seize said pillar. So we'll get into that in a second. This is another Illidari.
Are encroaching on our lands from Suramar. We must drive them back. If
Stellagosa.
their leader,
That is
my
the
wardens will bring down their portals.
I believe that is the dragon you first encounter in the first quest that leads you to
Together,
Azure
we
Wing
can push
Repose.
the Legion back.
This is another Illidari area. You do some quests trying to shut down this major Legion portal. A lot the same of the Illidari stand, but or strand. I'm sorry. And see, this hasn't really done anything yet, so I'm not sure what all this is. Perhaps that's something to be added, or I missed a quest, or who knows. But haven't really seen anything in there. Azsuna, kind of like this. So that's an acronym for some organization that I've not gotten into. But anyway, the Academy, and again, going the wrong way, horrible directions, sorry. The Academy, major questing there while you're trying to fight the Naga and redeem the prince who everyone hates because they've been trapped there as spirits for 1,000 years. So let's go into that area for just a few moments and take a look around. As you can see, the water's kind of flooding the area. And, of course, that's allowing the Naga to advance even easier. As you can see, their battlements here, a Tidebreaker, or Naga Brute. Ishara does make a cameo in this zone. However, it only uses a, standard Sea Witch model like you'd see in most of the 5-man bosses or Lady Vosh. But she does use her Night Elf form from the Well of Eternity 5-man when she transforms into that to say, perhaps this form you remember better to the prince who got everyone trapped here. Again, a little unclear on some of the lower points here. This was one of the hardest hit areas during the infamous phasing bug issue in the beta. If you were part of the beta, you will know. It was just really horrible. I'm trying to find some mobs here. There are... Oh, here is a fight club area put on by the Sea Giants. There's a few quests there. Not totally related to the storyline, but you do kind of stick one to the Naga and their Sea Giant allies there. But,
We are cursed to
here we
spend
are.
eternity as ghosts. Rhonda should never have opposed Queen Ajara.
As you can see here, some of these, they actually have unique voice acting, which is kind of neat.
Azsuna was once beautiful, 10,000 years ago. We were betrayed by our prince.
I'm sorry, I've been saying the War of the Ancients 1,000 years ago. No, it was 10,000 years ago. I knew that. I knew that. Believe me, I knew it. And I'm not stupid. Yeah, I am. I don't know why I was saying
Yes.
1,000 years ago.
I'm a ghost, genius. You can't touch me.
Blizzard and their typical "you've been clicking too much"
You can
humor.
stop any time now. That really is getting annoying.
Gonna see what else
I
she
have all
says.
eternity to get my revenge. Boo!
Alright, that's probably enough. But yeah, this whole area is kind of devoted to that storyline. Now we're going to kind of go down into the Naga main base. The Isle of the Watcher, where the Wardens are, probably won't get to in this this video. It's under siege by the Legion, and Legion infiltrators have taken it, as well as Cardona. The assistant to Khadgar, as you know, she betrayed him. I guess I can't go that way. In Warlords of Draenor, her storyline's finished up there. She is a boss in the Warden dungeon. So, you kind of get to close that whole storyline up. She is the one that helped Gul'dan get into the Warden prison and steal Illidan's body. So, and there's also the Eye of Sargeras, I believe. The key of the Sargeri key. It's the key to opening portals to Legion worlds, which Illidan plans to use to launch an invasion of Argus, the Iridar homeworld,
First
which...
the Naga assault our city. Now it looks like they're trying to make off with our relics as well. Show them what it means to incur the wrath of the Night Watcher's champion.
Stop talking there so I could let y'all kind of hear some of the lore and voice acting. Which has led a lot of people, why they're thinking we will be going there, this expansion, to deal with Kil'jaeden and the Legion. I'm not completely sold, but we'll see. This is kind of the main Naga area. You will eventually do some questing here, kind of near the end of the whole Academy storyline that kind of branches then into this Naga Pillar of Creation storyline, which finally will put you in, send you to the Eye of Ashara dungeon to do, to recover that quest, to recover said pillar. As you can see, the dungeon entrance is there. However, the dungeon itself is here. And apparently you can get over there. I will try to get over there at some point, do a video of that. I can't imagine it's going to be too different outside of some of the names of the mobs from the dungeon itself. But I will be doing a High Mountain video next. Well, I probably should redo my Valshara video first and then High Mountain. But I've thought about doing some artifacts quest videos for the obtaining them. You know, we're, what, almost 2 months from launch. I'm not sure if that's just worth the time, if people even want to, you know, if people who've wanted to see that have probably seen it by now. But I might do a few. Might do some that I haven't done, kind of let it all be new to me as well. We can kind of discover it together. So, but as you can see, that's kind of a brief overview of Azsuna. Like I said, I would recommend coming here first, especially if any of your profession quests point you here, just because I think that's a good way to go. Go here to the world map for everyone to see. Like I said, a lot of people go to Stormheim first, but a lot are going to come here as well. If you want to avoid people for sure, I would almost recommend High Mountain. It seemed to be a place I didn't see many low-level people. They were all kind of mid-level, 105, 106 when I was there. Not saying that's a given, but it might be kind of prudent to take that if you're on a PvP realm where you're outnumbered, do badly, and you're afraid of getting ganked into the ground during the launch, then that's something to think of. There's a shot of Dalaran up there. Some of these islands, as you can see, are different, like I believe that one there, that holds the portal to the Demon Hunter class hall, which Demon Hunters have to jump off Dalaran and glide to. Quick demonstration. We do have a permanent glide, so be jealous of Demon Hunters because of that. Because at the rate Blizzard's been going with the changes, I don't know that anyone's going to know how to play a Demon Hunter at launch. Still think the momentum build is the best, but who knows? Who knows? And here's, we're back into Suramar. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I tried to show the zone a little more than I had in the past. I know I kind of, in my first few videos, kind of did a really quick look and might have skipped some stuff. I tried to do a little better with that this time. Hope you noticed the improvement. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a Twitter. Should all be in the comment section below. If I had a webcam, I'd be pointing below, not at my crotch, at the comment section. So, like I said, that'll do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.